The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor, etc. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Tuesday, June 13th, 2023, calculated for sunrise, Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the Sun, Gemini. On this day, there may be one or more of your goals or objectives that are within your reach. Friends and colleagues, especially those who are fire signs, can be counted on today to bring your desires to fruition. Tonight, your significant other may have to rely upon you for something important, and if single, you can score points with the object of your desire by coming to the rescue, even if that is nothing more than being a good listener. Cancer. Today, and in either your working or professional life or in your social life, you should have what it takes to bear up to any scrutiny and thus improve your credit, credibility, and reputation. Some small financial victory may even be associated with this planetary position. That leads to the second influence upon your sign, which comes into effect as the sun sets and inclines you to gather with friends and do some celebrating. Maybe you should get the champagne on ice early? Leo. Clear your calendar throughout the day and tidy up all those loose ends. Pay close attention to details, especially as it applies to legal issues. Tonight, socializing for business can be regarded as positive, and if you're working on any sort of a big deal, you could find it coming together before the clock strikes midnight. Virgo. It's one of those nuts and bolts kind of days. In either work or personal matters, you've got to address all those basic issues that keep things running. This includes establishing some sort of clear and mutually understood division of labor. You know, who's supposed to be doing what and when. Later, as the sun begins to set, the evening is made prime for what may be best described as enjoying life to the fullest, and in that, by however you, personally, define that. Libra. If you have any cause for long-distance travel, this morning is a pretty good time to embark upon your voyage. Also under this positive stellar influence is dealing with people from a foreign land or people you know who are presently in a foreign land, and things like international business. Tonight, there's a good chance your significant other will be blown away by your sensitivity, intuitiveness, and ingenuity. Scorpio. The prevailing planetary position suggests that you could put in another stunning performance at work or in the course of practicing your profession today. So if you've been needing to rack up some points or street cred, this is the day to go that extra mile. Later, and as the sun sets, the opportunities for play and pleasure are nearly endless. Sagittarius. The stars say it's looking like a really good day for you archers, albeit a little backwards. Your greatest opportunities for screaming hot romance and fun and play and good times and all that stuff start in the morning and sort of fade out around sunset. Then, and as the sun sets, your best opportunities to get a lot of work done or handle personal matters kicks in. Crazy, huh? Capricorn. Prepare yourself for a day of fairly heavy demands being made upon you, but all in a sort of really good way. Yes, there may be a lot you need to do, possibly for both work and family, but it should all come together without a hitch. Get it all done with a good attitude and a smile, and the rewards part of the day begins around sunset. That's when that whole appreciation thing pops up again. Thus, the attached should be in the company of their significant other, and the single somewhere near their admirers. Aquarius. Your intuition is at a peak, so follow your hunches throughout the day. It also looks like there's the potential for some good news to come your way prior to sunset. Tonight, being home or at least close to home is where the party and the good times will be best. If you've had any sort of secret workplace romance in the works, this is the night it could all come together. Pisces. We know you're really hoping we don't say go buy a rake or a year's supply of paper towels. Well, we're not going to. But we will state with some measure of confidence that from morning through sunset, You are looking at a day wherein pretty much everything flows just right. Also, if you've been dealing with any sort of real estate matter or even searching for a new apartment, things should come together. And that leads you to tonight when, after sunset, the signing of real estate and rental contracts is highly favored. Also favored is visits to family and dealing with neighbors. Aries. Your common sense as it applies to financial matters should be near its peak, and this planetary influence begins in the morning and lasts past midnight. This is a day for wheeling and dealing, calls and negotiations, and putting together deals, contracts, and agreements. Do, however, take some time for your special someone because it looks like he or she is intent on making quite an impression. Wow. Taurus. If you've been spending a lot of time worrying about money recently, it looks as though today is the day when you can finally see the light at the other end of the tunnel. Now, we're not saying that the planetary influences suggest all your money worries are over for the rest of your life, but that there is the potential for you to be able to put those nagging, impending, anxiety-causing issues to rest for a while. In other words, you have some measure of financial power today. Tonight, Attachtorians can expect to be treated to some mind-blowing act of generosity by their significant other, and single bulls should be anticipating some sort of fairly direct communication by an admirer, letting you know in no uncertain terms your desirability to him or her. If you've enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.